Yo, how is it going, everybody, guys? My name is Colby. You might know me as Podtastic on Discord or Cobias in the server. So today I'm just making this video to give everyone kind of like a overall overview of the Shiny Hunting League, be the SHML. So basically, I'm here just giving you guys like a quick overview. Cause I know the rules are in the server, but I feel like they aren't clear enough, and we kind of like made some changes. So I feel like it'd be better if I just made a video for you guys to kind of just understand the rules, how everything works, and I'm kind of improvising this. So I don't really have a script or anything, but I think I know exactly what I want to talk about. So it won't be like as polished as it would be if I had like a script. But like I said, I think I know what I'm talking about. So before we even get started, a couple things. First of all, I'd like to thank my moderators helping me out, Cam and Travis. I want to thank them for, making everything, helping out with the server and all that stuff. So, shout out to them. And second of all, I want to thank everyone who has decided to join. I know it could be a little skeptical because, the, competitions in the past haven't gotten the best rep. So I definitely understand and get that. So I'm not really blaming anyone for being skeptical, but I'd like to make my case. Obviously, you guys have decided to join, so but I'm pretty sure you're probably still have questions about how this works, because it's not like it's ever really been done before. I mean, to my knowledge, at least. So I can't speak for people who've done it and that I haven't really seen do it or stuff like that. Things I know about. But basically, yeah. So it should be fun, but we're gonna jump right into the rules and how it basically works, because I think it's gonna be really exciting. Now there will be a couple things that I might not include. So if you have any other specifics or questions about things being added, let me know, and I will for sure answer those questions for you. I pretty much know exactly how I want to do everything, but there might be a couple things that could be subject to change. But until then, we'll deal it. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So basically, let's start with the beginning. So this is a league. So it's not a competition. I know it said tournament, but I see it more as a league. So this league has been highly inspired by real life American sports, stuff like basketball, football, baseball, hockey, stuff like that. Even though I only really watch basketball and football, but I know those other sports have a similar format. So that's kind of like what I'm going with. So basically, what this is going to be is a league where we have basically two parts. We have a regular season, and then we have a playoff round. So basically, the regular season is how it is in a lot of American sports, where basically it's going to be exhibition, one-on-one matchup. So basically, what that means is that you guys will be going off, basically facing another participant in a one-on-one shiny hunting game, I'm going to call it. Now, how these games will work is basically you have 10 days to find each shiny, and because this competition will be going for 4 months, if you guys didn't know, at least like the regular season exhibition, playoffs will go on after that. Basically, since that's happening, you will have 12 total games. And like I said, every 10 days you will switch opponents. So how this is going to work is you will be assigned a theme. Well, like the whole group will be assigned a theme. And basically, I was like, my dog's in the background, so just ignore her if you hear that. But anyways, yeah. There will be a theme. That thing could be a lot of things. It's going to be very similar to how the gimmicks are in competitions. If you haven't done a competition before, basically, these are basically just like themes that basically tell you to hunt shiny Pokemon that fit this theme. For example, one would be hunting a shiny Pokemon that have a green color. That'd just be an example. I'm not saying we're going to do that, but I'm just bringing you an example of a theme. Or another one that's like a little bit less specific is hunt shiny Pokemon that, Ash has had. So those are just examples of things that have been done before. We're going to be doing more creative themes, but, I'm just giving you some themes that we have done, that have been done in the past. So, yeah, so if people who haven't done things before, they kind of know how it works. Anyway, so avoid this video being too long, we're going to just kind of get to the more specifics about it. And then, yeah, I'll answer some questions that I think you guys might have. And if you guys have any other questions, you guys can DM me on Discord, and I'd be more than happy to answer those. So basically, how this works, like I said, you get your theme, and then basically you and your partner will both agree on a target. You both have to agree, and it has to be a target that you both can hunt. That's basically how Party's gonna work. You have to both be able to hunt this target, and basically you both have to be able to hunt on the exact same amount of system. So, for example, if somebody can double hunt something, but their opponent can only single hunt it, then you cannot double hunt it. It has to be fair. Both people need to be able to hunt it the same amount of systems. So, you have 10 days, like I said, to find a shiny. Whoever finds the shiny first wins. And that will be a win to their column. And obviously, 12 games. So the best record you can have is 12-0, which means you basically won all 12 times, which if that happens, kudos to you. But yeah. So that's how that part works. For the specifics, like, I know people have some questions about this, so I'll answer questions about this part specifically. People might ask, what if you tie? Now, if you tie, then basically how it works is in the regular season exhibition mode, you will it will be considered a draw because obviously can't wait forever. So yeah, and I expect there to be quite a few draws in there, and I will. If you guys have questions about how that goes for your record, I will, I'll DM you that because I can't really be bothered to kind of deal with that. I'll explain that right now when I'm trying to make this video. It's not crazy long. So another question you guys might have is, what if I find a shiny that is not my target? How does that work? And basically, how this is gonna work? Like I said, since I treat it like a actual league, what we're gonna do is we're basically going to allow, well not allow, it's gonna be more of me and some of the mods are gonna track basically all of your stats, all of your data, which means everything. I know it sounds crazy, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna track basically like your averages, your amount of encounters, your shinies, the shinies you get in particular gens, your average amount of encounters per shiny. We're gonna calculate all of that stuff. And yeah, it seems like a lot, but we're going to do that, and we're going to update it weekly. So yeah, that way we don't have to do it every single day, because it'd be kind of a hassle. Take a day, maybe one of my days off from work, when I just decide I'm just going to do that. So, what's my dog doing? I don't know what she's doing. Alright, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, anyways. Now that we got that out of the way, I know people have more questions about that. If you have any more specific questions, let me know. Those are the only ones I can think of right now off the top of my head, but I'd like to get into the playoff round. But before I do that, one more thing I guess I can add is that I will be making the schedule very shortly after this video. So the schedule will have obviously each theme for every 10 days and like the actual dates and who your opponent will be. That way you guys hopefully have a little bit of time to basically prepare and set up hunts. Also know that this basically this hunt like this not competition, it's not a competition, sorry, this tournament, well I guess not tournament, this league, how about this, yes, this league will begin on May 1st, so it's basically this upcoming Friday, so you have until then to prepare and get ready. That's why we're trying to get the schedule up as soon as we can. Also know that the schedule will be made randomly, as I will not be deciding who you guys face. That's going to be random. So just know that I'm not gonna purposely pick you, have you face someone who I just want you to face, like, because at the end of the day we'll probably all end up facing people different for the most part, because we have 12 participants, so that's kind of how we have it all set up. So, if we have all that situated, let's move on to the playoffs. Now, playoffs is going to be basically how it is in regular games. Besides basketball, it's gonna be kind of like football style, where basically, it's gonna be best of one. Yep, single elimination. So, that's how it's gonna work in terms of that. Some difference between the regular season and playoffs is during the regular season, you will all be ranked in terms of obviously who has the most wins, who has the least amount of wins, and you will have benefits for having more wins. There will be legit benefits for winning more. One of those benefits is going to be you will be able to kind of dictate in a way basically the hunt that you do with your partner in the playoffs. And the playoffs will be a little different. You will actually, if you have a high record, you get to decide. As long as you and your opponent can both do it, you will get to decide. And let's say you really don't feel like doing the hunt, then obviously in the playoffs you could just forfeit. Even the regular season, if you don't feel like doing the hunt or you don't have enough time, you can just decide to forfeit or just not hunt. That can also act as like a forfeit kind of. That's like a unofficial forfeit, and basically the other person will just win. But if you just want to spare them the time of doing the target and have them hunt whatever they want, then they can just forfeit. And then if an opponent forfeits against you, you are free to hunt whatever you want, and you still get your points because we will be doing regular season / exhibition awards like on MVP most valuable player, who got the longest hunt, got the shortest hunt, all that kind of stuff. We'll be doing that, and yeah. So I know a lot of stuff sounds a little complicated, but a lot of it you don't have to worry about. I will be handling a lot of it, and so will my mods. So you just see a lot of the cool stuff like the stat stuff. You don't have to worry about tracking your stats. Like personally, you don't have to worry about like doing it yourself. Like we'll be recording them, and then you guys can obviously check them out. We'll also be doing power rankings, and I know I'm going back to regular season, but I'm just constantly thinking about things I forgot. So yeah, we'll be going. We'll be making power rankings basically, which will show kind of like who has momentum at certain points. So they're not really meant to say who's like in the lead right now. So it's not just going to be best record, the worst record. It's going to be more of like who is gaining momentum. And sometimes it will be based off record a lot, but not always. Could be someone who has drought for a while, but now they're like picking things back up. So yeah, so that's kind of how I kind of want to do it, and I think that's a cool way to do it. But anyways, right? So now we have that set. Let's go back to the playoffs, right? Like I said, single elimination. The playoffs will be 8-1-9-2 only. Exhibition regular season will be 40-96. The one exception we have to the 40-96 is if you're doing either Gen 6 or Gen 7 starters. Those are the only exceptions. And if you were doing full out eggs for Gen 8, we will allow that as well if you so wish to choose that. Playoffs schedule will not be made, so obviously the playoffs, so we don't know what the seasons are going to look like. So there's that. Another thing about the playoffs is basically, they'll be happening after the exhibition, but it'll be a week after. So, or 10 days. 10 days after the regular season. They'll give you time to plan, chill if you need to, set up hunts, and just get yourself ready for the playoffs. Now, I bet you're probably thinking, what do you get when you win? Do you just get like, oh, congrats? Is it kind of like competition where you just get bragging rights and stuff like that? Well, here's the thing. What you get when you win is an actual physical prize. That's right. You will be getting a physical prize, and it will be a very nice physical prize, not some BS $10 gift card. We're talking about more like $100, possibly. So, basically, for example, I could, work out a $100 Nintendo eShop gift card. So that could be a possibility. I could also work out a game for the Nintendo Switch. Like, say if you wanted to buy Animal Crossing but you couldn't afford it, or if you wanted to just get anything Pokemon, like, or anything just Nintendo related, or if you wanted to, like, negotiate, like, PS4, Xbox, like, if you play other stuff and you wanted to negotiate something like that, that would definitely be negotiable as well. So we'll definitely take that into consideration for sure. And basically, with that being said, that is kind of the general overview of this competition. I keep on saying competition, the league. This will be a general overview of the league. So basically, that's the general overview. Like, obviously, there's a lot more specifics that we'll be adding and stuff like that. If you guys have any questions, which I know a lot of you guys will, just DM me. I'll answer them. Or my mods, Cam the Shiny Hunter and Be Willing to Beware, Cam and Travis. Message them, and if they have questions, they'll come to me. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Get ready, guys. This is your time to get excited. This is gonna be fun. Promise you, it's gonna be great. It's one of those things where you don't have to feel pressure to hunt during exhibition mode, because if you just want to slack off and just do well in playoffs, you can. However, know that there are benefits to having a higher ranking, and you do get an advantage in the playoffs, thus giving you a better chance at winning and possibly getting that prize I was talking about. And like I said, for prize-wise, we can negotiate if it's something else that you would rather have. We can negotiate that. I'm just throwing out examples. I think another example I'll bring up is cards. If that's something that you want, like maybe like a booster box or something, I'm willing to negotiate that. We can talk about that as well. So you will be getting a physical prize. Possibly even some as rare as a capture card. Now don't quote me on that. Don't say that for sure expect a capture card, but I'm saying that could be something that could be in the works if I'm generous enough. We'll just see how generous I'm feeling. But, that way we can motivate people to hunt more, and yeah. So yeah, this is 15 minutes, so it's kind of a long video, but I just wanted to go over everything. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, remember you can just DM me on my mod. And yeah, happy hunting. Thank you guys for joining. Like I said, it's going to be great. And I will see you guys on May 1st. And because I'm podtastic, have a podtastic day.